sports. It's in the game.
He tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
Today, it's Madden NFL football.
The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go play action now, Wilson. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. On first down, Wilson. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's Wilson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Mike Williams, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd down and 3. Straight ahead, Etienne. And Etienne going to have a Jags first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. They go play action now. Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Etienne up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Lawrence will throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Kirk now, the return man, and he's out right at the 25. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it's 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
And that'll be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. The line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Over the middle, complete. It's Warren. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Lawrence's throw complete there to Thomas. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half. A timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. Getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Lawrence. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A handoff for Etienne. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse.
Touchdown! Evan Ingram, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds Austin complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. On the return is Kirk.
A nice punt. 13 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Sliding out of the pocket and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He gets it to Thomas. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
He's got Thomas yet again, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Lawrence.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Brian Thomas.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson.
That is caught.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Throwing again here, Wilson.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now it's Wilson.
He finds Pickens over the middle. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Wilson.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
22 more yards there and another 1st down. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne,
A 6-yard touchdown run.
and the Jaguars are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw brought in by Austin.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
From the 46, here's second down at 7.
Wilson.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Throwing is Wilson.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. Here's Lawrence.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
On first down, Lawrence.
Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. Touchdown!
Brian Thomas.
23 yards for the touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
Wilson's throw complete to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this up to the 43.
Now Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last shot for Wilson.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in
Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Man in motion left, that's Smith and Jigba. They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Smith.
Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. 3rd and 9 here.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The Smith throw caught here by Metcalf.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Counting down toward the midway point in corner 1. On 1st down, it's Smith.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Second down and 8.
To throw is Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
On second down, a run with Hall.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
This pass complete to Ruckert.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it second down and 11. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On play action, Rodgers. And he goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That's complete, right around the 8.
And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on 3rd down.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Davante Adams. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Geno now to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Smith. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On play action, now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
2nd and 10.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Now it's Rodgers. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Davante Adams in the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Rodgers. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And again, it's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here.
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Now this one thrown away. Will we see a flag? No. I'll say there was a receiver nearby. Pretty generous call, but either way, it's 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Aaron Rodgers and the Jets back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. To throw, it's Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. Throwing is Rodgers. Rolling to his right. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive, 4 plays.
And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on third down, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Smith. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Smith on 1st down.
Returning right back to Lockett.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing is Smith.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at the 40. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Rodgers now to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Rodgers now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Rodgers throwing here. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Davante Adams, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Geno.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st and 10, Smith.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Smith throwing again. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive in total 8 plays. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This one from 48 yards away. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.